and spoke about what he thinks about Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's got all the talent ability you're looking for, and he's 6'6", and can run and can move around, and a wonderful person. And when you quarterback like that, you can have a chance to really win and win big.
What does Coach Spurrier think Urban Meyer will do in Jacksonville?
I think he can turn it around quickly. I think they're going to win more than they lose this year. I really do. You can change, I think, pro teams quickly with the attitude, some free agents, and the quarterback. I look for him to do pretty good this year.
If you missed the Steve Spurrier interview or others today, check them out at 1010XL.com. 64 degrees at 5:58. Your time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL.
What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36. This is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Go to thehumidor.com, type in Sports Den at checkout for 20% off. You spend over $100. We think you get free shipping. We're not 1,000% sure, but we're pretty sure that you get free shipping somewhere over there. Spend enough money that they'll ship it to you for free. And it gets there pretty quick. Also, ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Today is Friday, Petty Friday at that. Make sure you go and reach to the top shelf. For some of you guys, it's the 16th, so it's payday more than likely. So make sure you go, get the good stuff, reach up to the top shelf. If you're at the town center, they'll put you on their shoulders if they don't have a ladder for you to be able to go get it. And, that's basically all the announcements for our show so we can get paid. But major announcements for the station. Celebratory announcements for the station. Let's shout them out. Rumor has it, and I think it was just confirmed by Gibby for me because this is the first time I've heard it on the station, is that 1010XL 92.5 is now the official station for the Florida Gators. Now you get to listen to your favorite.
By the way, I like that you said Gibby just told you like it was a secret. We have been doing this at the station all day long.
Yeah, I haven't listened. I haven't really listened. So that's why I was saying, like, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. Nothing's going to change for you as a viewer.
Listener,
my bad. Well, we have YouTube with stuff we do. Well, I mean, and the breakfast show.
I mean, I know what you're about to say.
No, I was going to say what changes, they can hear the games, right?
Yeah, okay.
They can hear the games. That's something that changes on Saturdays. But as far as the breakdown and analysis, you won't notice much difference because almost every show on this station is super pro Gator. So, but I will say what I did notice, we're getting a little bit more access. Like you had
Daniel was on today.
But wasn't Daniel on yesterday? Or was it just backup quarterback Emory Jones?
Emory Jones was on yesterday. Daniel Mullen was on today.
We're gonna do some. We're gonna go into the Daniel Mullen sound because I'm interested in the listen sheet that you sent to me.
I'll say this: good interview.
Really, he gave us some
interview. Yeah.
All right.
Like at first, he sounded like he was like rummaging around his car, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. But he actually brought it.
Okay, so I'm interested in hearing it, seeing some of his takes. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They gotta stop treating Spurrier with kid gloves, man. There should have been some better. Like once he started saying that good kid stuff about T-Law, nah, I want to hear that. I want to hear good kid stuff. We talked about this yesterday. I want to hear breakdown. I want to hear analysis.
You know what?
I want to hear why he left South Carolina.
He said, I have to play this because he goes, oh yeah. Urban's going to turn this around. Listen to his reasoning.
I think he can turn it around quickly. I think they're going to win more than they lose this year. I really do. You can change, I think, pro teams quickly with the attitude, some free agents, and the quarterback. I look for him to do pretty good this year.
Because who better?
Why didn't you turn it around?
That's what I'm saying. Who knows better how to turn around a pro franchise than the one Steve Spurrier? Nobody could. Like, is that going to have to? Okay, so questions here. It's a safe place. I know you know all the answers, JJ. And I'm going to get my guy Monroe in here a little bit.
I was about to say, we should probably introduce
my guy Monroe from Excuse the Duval and me.
Yes,
is it going to be my job to, like, as the only, one of the few non-Gators.
You have to even the place out.
And I have to, like, if I get a chance, I've got to answer these. I've got to ask the questions that everybody else is too fanboy to ask.
Well, don't worry, because they're never going to let Spurrier come and be interviewed on this show. So don't worry about that.
Don't worry. They're never going to give me a one-on-one with Mullen. That's the last thing. That's the last one. It would probably, ratings would go through the roof. It would probably be a phenomenal interview. But I know for a fact they're never going to let me interview Mullen.
And I think you're probably we as a station are better for that.
I think that's not fair.
You would ask.
I think that's not
would
fair.
Be inappropriate.
Hacker and Joe C got a chance to ask Miguel Blanco questions. I should get a chance to ask Dan Mullen questions. I also think that the crooked youth pastor avoiding our show is not fair. Like, these guys should, just stop by the den. Manny Diaz looks like a crooked youth pastor. Stop by the den. I'm not that bad of a guy. We'll have a good time.
I would like to believe that if you were actually interviewing Dan Mullen, I actually know you wouldn't ask some of the things that I would.
No, there's some things that I would ask. Like, I want to know.
I'm more thinking about someone that we clown on a lot that might be too handsy with some of the players. That's close.
I'm not gonna. I do have questions. I would ask,
but I know you. I know you're a better human than to ask something.
I really want to know what his. I was about to say Candy, but that's the other coach. That's our coach. That's his coach in Texas. That's another SEC coach, the former ACC. But I'm curious, like, dude, why did you? What made you think you had enough talent to beat LSU by benching the best player on your team in Kyle Pitts? I got to know, because this is your best chance. Like, you beat LSU, you lose to Alabama, especially the way they played. You probably are still in the playoff. Like, you have a shot. That's, maybe they don't, but that's my thoughts on that. But, but I respect Dan Mullen as a coach, because one thing he did was he took a team that was 4-7, 4-8, and immediately turned them into a 10-win team. They're 4-7. Okay, 4-7 immediately turned them into a 10-win team. He's had 3 straight years of 10 or more wins. So I think he's a good coach. And there's something, again, I'm not gonna. This ain't a Dan Mullen.
No, Dan's a good coach, of course.
In all
he's
honesty,
just not as good of a recruiter as Manny Diaz.
No, and I think that's fair. I think he's weird. I would ask him about the way he wears his Jordans.
See, now that would be an appropriate question, because it would be funny. That would be legit.
And I would also ask him if he would like a New York Knicks MFTK hat, because I think he would. Nick colored hat, Nick inspired. Just so happens, other people could possibly wear it, get dual usage. But those are just some announcements that are exciting around the station. The fact that, you Gator fans now have every reason to listen to 1010. We'll have all the shows will be able to benefit from replays and from the sound. But
yes, we are now home. I'm more excited about being the home of Mick Hubert than the Gators, honestly. Legend.
That the Gator basketball guy?
No, yeah, he does basketball, football.
Oh,
oh my!
He's their Gene Deckeroff.
Yes, he's basically their Gene Deckeroff.
All right, cool. I mean, I'm sorry. When I tell you I don't listen to Gators, though, I really don't listen to Gators.
You know what?
Though.
I think you're trolling when you said you didn't know who Mick Hubert is.
No, I didn't.
I still think you're trolling.
Okay.
We'll never know.
Like, what's his like?
That's so disrespectful.
What's his?
My.
Oh, that's his thing.
Yeah.
I was about to say, you're saying, oh my. I'm thinking you're saying, oh my.
What's Gene's thing?
Yeah, that's his little thing.
Does Gene have a thing?
I'm trying to think.
Or is he just like
number one in your heart?
In the media guy thing, he does that.
He does that.
3,
2, 1, touchdown. Come on, man.
All I know is touchdown, James Coleman.
Okay. Well, and then used too far.
There used to be a guy, P.T. Willis, every single. I see you, James Coleman.
You can't do 3, 2, 1 when it's just from the
that's why I
it's
say you
the
goal line.
Yeah.
You couldn't count yours then.
It's from the one.
Hilarious.
What I remember Gene for is Bobby would do a show after the game. It would come on Sunshine Sports.
Yeah,
they'll replay
Sunday morning. Yeah,
but it was like I'm talking
those
about
shows.
we land at 2 on an away game. Bobby's in another world at this point.
He needs a nap.
He's calling everybody everything but the right name. He's like, Yeah, right there, 16 Winky goes back. That's Chris Ricks, coach. Then, Chris.
Wait, they would do the show immediately after? Whoa.
Bobby is tired.
I never knew that.
Bobby
Neither did
is
I.
in a whole nother world. Doesn't know who's who. He's called me different names.
It makes sense because they air it like immediately on Sunday.
And it's like, you're like, man, actually, it's probably better because you at least sometimes have a little bit of, because you got to be up to at least drive home.
Right.
Like, if I go home and I got to wake up first, like immediately, like a few hours later, that's worse. Like, I'm gonna be dragging even more. And it also before
you're
I go
saying
into,
Bobby forgot names.
Yeah, Bobby forgot, which was like, come on.
Why he just started saying
he's been old for a long time. He was old when my mama was young.
My favorite Bobby, I guess this was like for a few years he was doing this. The one earphone.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
that
sideline.
was always when he put
that.
When he put that thing on, something was really good was going to happen, or something really, really bad was going to happen. And I've benefited from both of them. I've benefited from scoring, and I've benefited from getting messed up because him and that one headphone thing. But I was about to say something else about Bobby.
That was like Sun Hat Bobby. When he had the air conditioning, he started wearing the hats.
Here's
cowboy hat.
Love it.
Yes.
So we got
big golf hats.
Gator 1010XL 92.5 FM official station of the Gators. Congratulations. Blah blah blah. Bump all that. 1010XL show, the Sports Den, finally got 8 o'clock sold, starting on Monday. That was it. Yeah, clap it up. This is for everybody. For all my 2A people. 8 o'clock is going to be brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods. You can get anything from there, but they specialize in that Second Amendment stuff. So we're going to try to make sure people don't go that far, but just in case, Green Acres Sporting Goods will be there, and you can get a discount if you say Sports Den.
Love it. We're back. We are back.
You are not.
And this was without you.
You would not take our guns, baby. We get more.
Denny wasn't even here, so it's like, is he even part of this?
I don't know. Denny should not participate in the first month of all guns. It was funny because I was driving in. I wasn't listening to 1010. I was listening to one of these other
Obviously, you weren't at all today.
Yeah, I wasn't at all because Gibby had to
fair,
tell me.
if I was a former Florida State player, if I chose one day to boycott the station, it would have been today.
I was wondering why we keep getting all this Gator stuff, man. It was getting a little uncomfortable, but I get it. But Miss America tried to convince me to turn in my guns with the DEA, and I'm like,
Miss America? That's not very American.
That's not the person that you should try to convince me. Like, that's not where you want her to convince me.
Whoa, text line, Hato Glock.
Hato Glock.
Oh my God.
Boom.
That's so good, dude.
Blown. We may have to use that. They listen to the show, so they're hearing all of this. So they're pumped.
We'll work on that.
They're pumped about it. We're going to talk about some stuff. We'll do some cool social media content. If you want to get your concealed to carry, they do it 6 days a week. It's a 1-hour course. They don't sell you all the BS to charge you more. They basically just say, hey, we're going to come in, tell you how to make sure you don't shoot yourself or get in trouble. And then we'll sell you a really, really nice gun. And you don't, and at the course, you don't have to bring anything because obviously they have everything that you could possibly want. They have all the things that you can use. Hopefully they have some SIGs. You need a SIG.
I'm excited. I mean, these are two things I love, the Sports Den, guns.
Oh, I thought you were going to say liquor and guns.
Oh, well, that too.
Nothing can go wrong.
All right. So Floridian, right?
That's us. So we got that coming.
We should introduce our guest who's been here for 12 minutes.
Right.
He
do me so
He's
wrong.
been talking and
He do me so wrong, man.
Okay. All right, introduce yourself.
Well, it's Monroe Cap One. She used Duval and Me Media. We have a magazine coming out. We also used to do a live TV show at the Cookbook. Here to help out with my fellow Seminole, Big James Gang. Or Big Game James.
Yeah, I'm about to say, wow, that's a big.
One of those guys.
I like the first one better, honestly.
Yeah, she doesn't work hard. Oh, I gotta get my guy too, man. I got Rob Mills who teaches people how not to pull out their taser instead of their gun.
Oh,
Or
man.
instead of their gun, teaches
Yes,
them
that's key.
reverse,
Nowadays,
whatever.
especially.
Like, whatever.
See, you did the same.
They actually have a taser. They told me they want to sell Denny a taser.
See, you
at
know,
Grand Acres.
we did do a taser segment like a few
Yeah.
weeks ago, but now it seems
Really?
like now is probably not the time to do a taser break.
If like this is Friday is this, we
Yeah,
can't
like
do this.
when we did
can't do this Monday
this-
through Thursday. But we can talk
Our
about this on
original
Friday.
taser joke was about a mother. Remember, wasn't it an MFTK of the
Yeah,
week?
she tased her kids.
Tased her child.
Ooh, why not?
Yeah.
They tell you they try to
Stun gun.
tell you not to beat your kids. They try to tell you all these things to do so one person gets creative, and then everybody loses their mind. But
I'm not here to judge parents on how they parent their kids.
My mother used to say all the time, if they're not gonna post bail for you, then they don't get a chance to, she's like, I'm the only person when you're in trouble that's gonna have you. So how I discipline you, you just take it.
Deal with it, swallow that.
Yeah. She never tased me, thank God.
Did you ever have to put soap in your mouth?
Yeah.
Me too.
What?
Yeah, for like, talking back or
Man, I thought that was just Ralphie.
Aha! Well, dude, what a great movie.
Yeah. Anyways.
Except I didn't say fudge. Yeah, I had to do that. I got spanked a good amount, but like every once in a while she'd mix it up, like make me put soap in my mouth. It certainly didn't help because I have such a terrible mouth still to this day.
All right.
Once I got 10 and I got like basically the same height as I am now.
You started fighting back.
No, she started fighting me.
Yeah,
there was no more whippings. It was just straight jabs, like real quick, like nothing crazy or abusive. She didn't stomp me when I hit the ground, but it was something to know.
Which, by the way, we need to talk about in our second segment.
In the second segment, I thought we were going. Let's go Mullen.
Okay,
second segment.
It's up to you.
Then we'll exonerate Aaron Donald.
It was very, it was very popular in our group chat today.
So let's get some Daniel Mullen sound so that guys like 832 can stop trying to relegate us back to the midnight hour, and we can make you sourpusses happy. How about that? We'll see you on the other side.
Load the jump program.
Turn XL.
1010XL.
1010XL.
If you haven't shopped at Key Buick GMC, now is the time. With every new Buick and GMC comes a lifetime powertrain warranty. Find a great selection of GMC Sierras, the truck that I drive. Need a new SUV? Check out the roomy GMC Acadia or the Buick Enclave for a more luxurious ride. Looking for a crossover? Look no further than the Buick Encore or Buick Envision. Key Buick GMC, located across the street from Tinseltown, Southside Engage. Go to keybuickgmc.com.
When it comes to hunting and fishing,
That's some pretty fancy shooting down there.
they live the life.
Look at this beast.
Jeff Loggeman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Waltz on the Nimnik Chevrolet Outdoor Show. Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Rick Ballou for Carlson Dental. You know, I used to hate going to the dentist. My teeth hurt. I never enjoyed the experience. Then I tried sedation, light sedation for my cleanings, which I do several times a year. Deep sedation for root canals, cavities. Now the anxiety is gone. My teeth feel great. So don't be nervous. Don't be afraid. Instead, look at Carlson Dental. Just go to carlsondentalgroup.com for all of your dentist needs.
Are you suffering from shoulder pain? If you have clicking and popping in the shoulder joint, persistent pain that intensifies with use, an inability to lift your arm over your head, or a tingling, burning sensation in the shoulder, elbow, or wrist, waiting to see a doctor could make your injury worse. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute have innovative and effective treatment options available right now to relieve your pain and restore your mobility. Don't wait. Call 904-JOI-2000.
The IRS is in full swing for 2021, and if you owe back taxes, listen carefully. While times are still uncertain, check your eligibility for the Fresh Start programs offered by the IRS to reduce or even eliminate your tax problems. Call our special hotline number to find out in minutes if you qualify for these life-changing debt reduction programs green-lighted by the IRS. If you're in a payment plan with no end in sight, have unfiled tax returns, under audit, have a wage or bank levy, or finally just want to know your options, business or personal, call Call the experts at Republic Tax Relief and stop collections immediately. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau with a 5-star rating from Yelp. This veteran-owned company has the fight you need to take on the IRS. Don't go at it alone. Call their hotline number now, 800-218-5573. That's 800-218-5573. Check your eligibility for tax debt savings today. Call 800-218-5573 or go to republictaxrelief.com.
Love seafood and want only the freshest seafood in Jacksonville? Sliders Oyster Bar should be your first choice when craving anything Mayport shrimp to fresh oysters. So when you're out at the beach this summer, stop into the beach's best oyster bar for the last 40 years. Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner to fulfill that seafood craving. Don't forget our bottomless mimosa and Bloody Mary reggae brunch on Sundays too. Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, locally owned by Safe Harbor Seafood.
What happens if you don't pump out your septic tank? Well, just as you change the oil in your car to keep the engine running smoothly, your septic tank needs regular maintenance to perform at its best. Regular pumping can prevent sludge buildup, drains backing up, your yard getting soggy and smelly. So don't wait till you have an issue. Call Duck Duck Rooter, your 5-star Google-rated septic company. Financing is available.
When you're stuck, call Duck. 904-862-6769.
It's finally open. 904 Sports Bar and Grill on Bay Meadows Road. It's the newest sports bar in town with a full liquor bar, happy hour daily from 4 to 7, and get this, 2-for-1 well drinks all day in a friendly, clean, and sanitary environment. Plus, you can enjoy classic sports bar food and drinks on their large outdoor patio or hang out inside and play darts, pool, ping pong, or arcade games. The sports bar atmosphere you've been asking for. The new 904 Sports Bar and Grill on Bay Meadows Road.
Rediscover the comfort of being home. Prosser here. Lifetime Enclosures can help with sunrooms, screen enclosures, lanai conversions, outdoor kitchens, you name it. They got it. My parents invested in their comfort with Lifetime Enclosures. They love their new and improved outdoor space. By coming into their showroom, you can enjoy up to an additional $450 in savings at Lifetime Enclosures. Their staff observes all CDC guidelines and social distancing. And don't forget to stop by Lifetime Flooring next door. Tell them Jeff sent you. License CRC 028471.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
It's the joint. We're gonna prove to the world that we're for real. We're gonna prove to
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
That's old school, man. Well, what's not old school, or you can be old, young, not like the show, love the show, doesn't matter. We all like liquor. You can get that from ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Go to thehumidor.com, type, order what you want, type in sports, and then check out, get 20% off. Got to say real quick before we get into one head coach, shout out to Edward Waters College today. And Torian Morgan is the new head coach. He comes from Virginia State University. He coached there, started coaching there in 2019. He is now the school's 15th head coach. So Edward Waters College has a new head ball coach. Going in from there to the head ball coach of the official Gators football station, one Daniel Mullen.
Our head coach, you could say.
No.
Never that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna go there. I don't want to get fired. What is your standard? That's my head coach. I woke up to that this morning. Startled the hell out of me. It was great. Started off and then brushed my teeth to who I smoke. And then tonight when I'm smoking, I'm going to smoke with Smokey Robinson. That's
Successful day.
Yeah, it's a good day. Dan Mullen came on, had a lot of things to say. I'm trying to figure out what order I would like to go into. Now, let's just talk about the new transfer rule.
Well, we're definitely entering uncharted water. So a lot of it is the question of how it's going to play out and what's going to happen with it. The tricky part that we're going to deal with is the rules matching up. So here's the issue. You have the one-time transfer, but you're also now limited to the number of initial scholarships and scholarships you can sign in a given class. Well, that rule is enforced by the NCAA based on high school entrances, not transfers, not with this new transfer policy. So hopefully they're going to look at this now and say, okay, if we have 25 guys that can sign out of high school in a given year, you're allowed a total of 85 on scholarship, but you can trade one for one out of the transfer portal would make sense. If not, you're going to start seeing there's nowhere for these kids to go to school, and guys are going to go from 85 to be playing years of down in the 70s scholarships. So it'll be kind of crazy.
No, actually, man, I hate to say this, but I actually agree with them on that. I think it's dumb that they made schools kind of go into what they can recruit. I think if 1-to-1 for people who are already there, and you still get a chance to sign your 25, and by the time spring's over, actually before you go into fall camp, you got to make sure you're at 85. Basically, what Saban used to do all the time was sign entire full classes, sometimes oversign, but he was always magically at 85 when the fall started. So, but I say Saban because I found a little snippet of what Saban has to say about the one-time transfer rule before we hear more about what the old ball coach says.
You can't call him the old ball coach.
Oh, that's right.
There is an old ball coach, and it's certainly not him.
That's disrespectful. I apologize. Somebody else talked to the old ball coach today. He's just Dan Mullen. Before we go back and talk about Daniel, we're going to adapt to it and make it an advantage for us. So what Saban said, this is a strong first sentence. It's actually terrifying because we know if anybody can make this a weapon, he can. I think what's going to happen is, as you've seen happen in a lot of leagues, the good players go to good teams and the bad players leave good teams. Is this going to make the rich get richer? Basically, I think he's saying he's gonna hire basically a director of football, not a director of football ops, a director of college player personnel. Like NFL teams have their regular player personnel guys that their job is to watch and scheme up other players. He's going to be looking at who does something against them, and you might find him in the Alabama jersey that next year, depending on how long this transfer rule is. But let's so again, but Dan Mullen does bring up some really, really good points. That wasn't a lot of coach speak. That was some solid stuff.
Yes, but that was the first question he was asked, and you could tell he was like short of breath.
Yeah, you could
do
tell.
it, and I was like, man, this interview is gonna suck. But
it's like they called him like he was like, I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I was jogging.
Who did this interview?
XL Primetime.
Matt asked that question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say that was a slug
heavy one to start out with.
Yeah, they didn't give him. He was like, you're supposed to give me a softball.
Yeah. Ask me like how the offseason going, which was Leon's go-to.
But I wanted the Mullen's issue on the transfer portal.
The kid that comes, and after a year, they're developing as a coach. I can tell you, I look at guys and I say, okay, this guy's going to be a great player. If you look a couple of years ago after his freshman year, you wouldn't be saying, boy, Kyle Pitts is going to be a generational player that people are saying he is now. I could have told you he was going to be a special player. Now, does that guy all of a sudden say, well, I wasn't a star right away as a freshman. I need to transfer and start over, instead of, hey, I'm going to battle through it. I'm going to develop. I'm going to continue to get better, and I'm going to be ready for when my time is called, when I've matured and grown. The Kyle Trask, the Kyle Pitts of the world, the Kadarius Toney of the world.
I'm going to say that's every coach in America is going to say that. But what I don't like about that is that they want it to be one way. These coaches, like, y'all got to stop thinking these kids are just waking up one day and saying, I want to transfer. There are a lot. Some of these kids are being told, yo, peace. There's nowhere for you to be on this roster. Not throwing, again, I know more about my unit, my alma mater, than I know about most. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's Curtis Fan, didn't wake up and say, hey, I don't want to be here.
All right.
He didn't have the spring that he needed to have. I'm pretty sure he was convinced that your future is not here at Florida State. And Dan Mullen has probably said the same things, but it does work out for guys like Kyle Pitts, who is really, really good.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney, a lot of those other guys didn't have to leave because from the truth is they didn't recruit those guys out of those positions.
Yeah.
Had he had better players, he probably would have ran them off, but he didn't, and it worked out. If coaches really honored the 3 to 4 year commitment for players, I would hear them more about their complaints about the transfer portal. But I don't want to hear about how the offseason going. It's always going well. Mullen.
What if he was just like, dude, terrible?
The offseason?
These guys suck.
You know who used to do that as a coach? And
I could see Saban doing something like that.
I could. Corky Rogers. Used to always do that. Former high school coach for the Bowles High School, one of the greatest coaches to ever coach high school. I went when I first met him, I was like, "Hey, coach, how's your team?" Ah, man, we're just okay, man. We got about 60 guys that come out to practice, and we're happy to get 11 guys to line up right. Mind you, they're deep in a playoff run. They went state that year, and it might have been the first time I've ever seen in a football practice where I didn't see a ball hit the ground. Like every pass was caught, maybe intercepted, but the ball, there was no drop passes. There was no like fumbles. There was nothing. It was crisp. But no matter when you talk to Corky, he always made it seem like if you didn't know any better, you would think he coached the worst football team in America. So that was kind of you only know that's BS because you know him. You don't know it's BS. Like you wouldn't think it's coach speed, but I don't want to hear if a college coach at a Power 5 says they stink. It kind of takes away. It kind of takes away all the hope. And with this being the home of Gators, I don't want him taking away
the contract.
First day. Yeah, that would stink.
You guys have zero listener reason to listen next year.
Yes,
I know. Trash.
I know you guys invested in getting us, but let me tell you,
you guys got ripped off.
What does Mullen say? How does Mullen mold his offense?
It's going to be the same thing, except we're just going to be different. We're going to meld around their strength, and they have a very different skill set. So I think, that's part of coaching. I've always struggled with the coaching view of, hey, this is our system. It's a very small, this is it. It's very exact in every single way. There's no flexibility, and we need players that have to fit into our system. I kind of view it differently. We have a little bit bigger of a system where we have a lot of flexibility within our system. We probably use maybe 60 to 70% of our playbook on a given season. There's 40%, 30, 40% of it doesn't even apply to the talent that's on the team. So we have a bigger playbook, and then we focus on the talents, the players we have, and what fits them.
I use the same thing but different thing all the time. Like they gave me a chuckle, but I agree. That's what he does. Like if you watch him, that's why I kind of like him as a head coach. If he wasn't an op, I would be okay with him.
Yeah,
he's just with the wrong school.
If he was still at Mississippi State,
if he was still at Mississippi, he's a snitch, but over there. But it was cool though. I didn't have no quarrels with him. He didn't play Mississippi State, but if he would have went to USF, I would be like, man, I hope USF wins more ball games. But he's at Florida, so. Mullen explains why Todd Grantham is one of the greatest defensive coordinators of all time, or why no spring football.
Okay, I was looking for that clip. I'm like, damn, that definitely doesn't exist.
We didn't have a spring to evaluate what they do well, what they didn't do well, what they could grasp, what they couldn't grasp. So when you go to build around the strength of the players, you know what you're doing. I think that hurt us a little bit last spring, not having that practice defensively. And I think this spring, what we've done is look, and I got with Todd and I said, listen, we can't get into that corner. We need to actually expand our playbook for spring a little bit. And we went through some different ways to be able to do it. And then we're going to shrink the playbook back down now that we've got to evaluate different people in different positions to see what they do well and how we get our best 11 guys on the field at all times.
So you're going to take 15 practices, put in more plays, with a defense that couldn't run the basic plays. Hey, listen, I'm cool with it. Good luck. Right. You didn't address your secondary. They still stink. Now, your D-line is going to be amazing. Your D-line is cool. And your linebacker, you got weaknesses, and that's just the truth of the matter. But not my problem. I know we got to take a break, right? Oh, we don't? We still good? All right, great. I thought we had to take a break. I got some.
No, you don't have to. Listen. Every single night, you guys will go 15 minutes past the break, but now all of a sudden it's 1 minute past. And you're like, whoa!
It's just me, so I don't want to get in a rhythm. We got so much stuff to get into. We got MFTK of the week.
Yeah, you can finish the sound. Okay, we're almost done.
Mullen, no worries. I don't care about him replacing skill players. I want to hear what his thoughts are on name, image, and likeness.
I think it is fair, and I'm for it. I'm for getting the players what they deserve. I'm always, if you ask our players, I'm for getting them everything you possibly legally can get them. I just don't know if anybody has the exact answer of how it's going to play out. Okay, and I explain this, and this for everybody on the First Coaster, this will make sense. Okay, to say that back here in the mid 2000s, that Tim Tebow probably could have profited off his name, image, and likeness as a Gator would probably make sense to a lot of people. right?
Yeah.
And so that part of it makes sense. And there's a lot of reasoning that, yes, that should absolutely happen. I don't know, knowing college football and been in it for a long time, I think part of it will be that. But I think there's an underbelly part of it that people that aren't in football all the time don't get, that could rear its head, and it'll be that's not what it was intended for.
Oh, that's where he should have been listening to SportsDen last night.
Obviously wasn't.
And Nadia, not Nadia. Oh God, there is a Nadia. There's a Nadia that works there, so my bad. Charity really explained that you have to take everything through compliance. That's compliance's job, is to make sure that you're not getting. Well, to make sure you're not getting overpaid by a booster. Like everything has to be cleared, and that makes sense. It's not going to take away the handshakes and things like that, but I want to know his thoughts on the future of college football.
5 years from now, college football will look very different than it does today. I have no idea if it'll be better or worse, and I can't define how it'll be different. I just think it'll be very different 5 years from now than it is right today. 5 years from now than it is today. I think that uncertainty, anytime there's uncertainty, always makes people maybe, I don't know if nervous is the word, but just uncertain is the word. I mean, if there's uncertainty, is it going to be a big benefit, or is it going to help or hurt? And we don't know that. And that's the concern.
Do we even know what the initial question was of that?
Yeah, like, what's the future of college football look like? Simple as that. Because, all of Matt's questions, the ones that he specifically asked, were like, about the transfer portal. And then it was right before that about the NIL rule. So, obviously, in the context of that, with everything happening in the portal, with everything happening with the NIL, like, what do you think the future of college football looks like? Because he sounded like he didn't like some of these things.
Well, yeah.
Which no coaches really do.
Yeah, if we're being honest.
But he should like the NIL, right? Like,
no, he has to say he likes the NIL.
Okay.
It'd be career
but you don't
suicide.
think these coaches actually do? Why would it even matter to them?
I think a lot of them want those young men to be focused on playing football.
Oh, gotcha.
Even though again, what we know is forget the
it's not like
fact
NFL players who are getting paid off-field stuff. They definitely don't pay attention to football.
Right. Well, they don't have class. So when you eliminate a full course load, you could do a little bit more of the studying. I really think people should go listen to Charity Grady's, even if you're not an FSU fan. I think it really explains what the NIL is, how it should shape, and what happens. These kids can hire agents. And probably what will happen more than a lot of these kids getting agents will be the school will act as an agent. They will, people will, because if you got to go through compliance anyway, and a kid, you're going to pay a marketing agent 20% of whatever it is you get. That's typically what it is. There is no limits when it comes to that. I would just, if I'm Bono's or something, I'm just going to go and say, give me 10 kids. Yeah. Or I'm going to go and say, I want to work with said kid to the school. And then, it kind of works itself out through there. You want to but the agent or the school take away the time, and they basically just say, hey, here are things that you need to read. Here are things that you need to do. One of the things I will say is that when you are in entertainment, which this is basically what these kids are getting into, you do need somebody to help you navigate that, no matter how good you are. But a lot of these coaches just want them to play football. That's why what Dabo says, if I wanted to do this, I'll coach pro. This is kind of what he meant, but I also think it's kind of hypocritical to say that, well, you're making $7-8 million.
Right.
Let me make a couple G's, bro. Come on, man. I just
7-8 million, and then on top of that, he's also getting off the field endorsements.
Right. So it's or you know what, Dabo? What we could do is just pay you 5, take the 2, and split it evenly across the board. Then your guys are nothing to work.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I get it. To me, I don't care what you eat.
I need all 7.
I want what I want. Yeah, so his kids got it. Dabo's kids got to eat too, right?
Exactly. Who is that? Latrell Spiro was making $30 a year. So I was like, hey, I gotta feed the kids.
I gotta feed my family, man.
Classic.
That is one of the hardest things for pro athletes to say. Hey, man, I gotta feed my family. I think your family's eating pretty good right now. No judgment, but just saying. Like I said, most coaches don't like a lot of it, but I think that last question, the reason why I asked what was the question, because I think that was a kind of a cop-out. They keep talking about uncertainty. 10 years ago, we would have never even thought this was happening, and college football looks completely different now. No, I mean, he could have went. I think teams are going to go away from the spread and go to a more physical style of football because everybody's soft, or things like that, or something that would have been really, really cool.
Option, it's coming back.
Yeah, like who would have thought?
In 5 years, everybody will be running the wishbone.
When did I leave? 2006. Is that when 2007, 2008 when Georgia Tech went to the triple option?
Oh, yeah.
That's uncertainty. That's scary to think that you're going back to anarchy or archaic times, like back when leather helmets are. Like, say something like that. But other than that, I'm actually really impressed out the gate with the Lunch Bunch, with 1010XL, with their coverage of Gator football with a one Daniel Mullen. Give Daniel Mullen a clap if we got WhatsApp, man. Yeah. Good job, Dan. You answered most of those questions.
I would have loved to hear him answer a question about who the starting quarterback would be. But
he's not going to answer.
Exactly.
He's not going to answer that. But Denny won't say it, but I'm going with AR-15.
Me too.
I like Anthony Richardson.
If he's Denny's guy, he's my guy.
Yeah, he's 6 points. We rep 6 points around here. I don't know the others. We don't rep the other side, but that's damn Mullen. What will I talk about?
Well, we were going to talk about.
Let's talk about Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
We got to exonerate Aaron Donald. Because we don't have somebody else talking, we're gonna get my man Monroe. We're gonna get him in here as well. Excuse the Duval in him. We're gonna get him talking a little bit more, and we got to get our MFTKs of the week. We still got 8 o'clock, man. We still got a good amount of stuff going. This is a pretty solid Petty Friday with the Sports Den. Brought to you by 1010XL. Brought to you by, on 1010XL. Brought to you by thehumidor.com. My tongue sounds like I just took a couple shots from ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We'll be right back.
Together, we chop.
Pretty well hit. Back to the track, to the wall. Bye baseball.
Catch Florida baseball in action on the diamond all season long. Right here on your home for Gators baseball. 1010XL.
Catch the Gators and Missouri Tigers all weekend. Friday at 6:30 on 1010 AM. Saturday at 6:30 and Sunday at 1 on 92.5 FM.
Investing your money can be confusing. In Jacksonville, Lou Bodie of Capital Financial Strategies is an investment specialist and senior financial advisor for over 20 years. His practice is centered on financial planning and education for his clients, including strategies on investments and retirement planning. Contact Lou Bodie today at 904-626-7995. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Security and Financial Services, Incorporated. Member, FINRA/SIPC 3396725, Dofu 0121.
It's the return of Classic Albums Live at the Florida Theater, Saturday, April 17th. It's the Eagles, their greatest hits.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Tickets are on sale now at floridatheater.com or 904-355-ARTS. Classic Albums Live is a socially distant show with safety precautions in place. Get your tickets now at the Florida Theater.
Blue here for the Blue Crab House, Maryland style crab house. Right here in Jacksonville, they're up. The guidelines remain the same. All right, distances between tables, all employees masked and gloved. Tableware and chairs sanitized after every use. Now, curbside pickup available. Open each and every day except for Monday, 4:30 through 9. For the best, just go to the bluecrabcrabhouse.com, located on Julington Creek Road.
All year long, you'll be singing our song. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Picken here, and I sing their song because when my AC system broke, we called and they exceeded our expectations. Now, gang, it's hotter, and your system could fail too. If it does, I'm telling you, call Bueller Air for repair or replacement. Right now, 0% financing options available. Call them today for details, and don't forget,
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This is Dr. Chris Swanson. When your sports injuries flare up, come where athletes are treated like pros. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is Verlin Dormany, head coach and athletic director of Trinity Christian Academy. We're proud of our relationship with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Take it from us at Trinity Christian. When you need orthopedic care, call on Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
The Jacksonville Spring Boat Show, April 16th through 18th at Metropolitan Park and Marina. Huge savings on new models and the latest accessories. Cruisers, fishing boats, pontoons, ski boats, and more. Jacksonville Spring Boat Show, sponsored by Five Star Credit Union. BoatShacks.com. Life is better with a boat.
Craving a cold one? Well, zip into one of the great gate locations you see all over town and pick up a cold Bud Light, or a Natty, or an Ultra, maybe a 12-pack of the King of Beers, or some cold Coronas. It's all happening at your local gate convenience store. Slide on in today.
Former Jacksonville Pro Bowler Leon Searcy is serving up lunch on XL Primetime.
When we hit July, I'm going to go buy a set of pads. I'm going to put you in them.
Brought to you by Wingstop.
You're my man. I'm going to put you in them.
Weekdays at noon on 1010XL.
Storms are part of every season. Make sure you're protected. Call American Electrical to make sure you have the best in surge protection. Don't lose your home electronics to a lightning strike. Call 737-7770 for American Electrical.
Now that I'm ready to buy a boat, I really want one that's built by a family-owned company.
Like us, Dad?
That's right, son. And I found one at Discount Boats. They believe in doing business with family-owned companies like themselves, and this means their new boats are built by hand, one at a time.
That's cool. Discount Boats, here we come.
Visit discountboatsjacks.com for inventory and directions. Come see them at the Spring Boat Show coming up. Discount Boats. Boat better.
Spokespeople are real-life father and son.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Mike Dempsey here for Tire Outlet's grand opening event in Yulee. Huge raffles. They'll have a 4x4 ATV and a tire and wheel package valued at $2,500. So stop by Tire Outlet's new Yulee store to fill out and enter from April 22nd through April 24th.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
Before we get into this, stupid people make my balls itch, and 343 is one of those stupid people. You are capping for Dabo. You realize he's not gonna let you hit, bro. He's not. I promise you. Dabo makes $9 million a year and hates the fact that kids are gonna get paid. Don't come and give me no song and dance about his mom. He was a walk-on. He paid for school, and right now he believes that people should go through some kind of struggle because he was not good enough to be able to go to college and do those things. Don't tell me about his mom sleeping in the same bed because A, that's weird, and B, I don't care about how nice ESPN or all those people dress it up. Everybody believes this is a good thing. If you don't like it, you're not a capitalist. Period. And don't talk about the value of an education because the value of a diploma with no job is not worth the money that is printed on. Heck, the value of an education is that, what does it say? 75% of people who go to college get a degree in something that they don't even work in. So that means the value of an education is nothing. You get trained. The value of an education is that you go, have a good time, rack up student debt, drink, probably get addicted to stuff, and then you go into the real world and you learn a trade. That means you don't have to go to college to be able to be successful. Period. You can get in that. Here's another thing. Most of us who go to play sports, play like that, who are poor, the government pays for it anyway through this thing called the Pell Grant. The education was going to be free anyway. So the fact that somebody is talented and can actually go do something, you should not hate on it, whether you're a multimillionaire or whether you're not. In fact, I want more people who are good enough to be able to go get paid off of their name, image, and likeness. Because you know what that's going to do? It's going to make me win more games. And you know what that's going to do? When I get my contract renewed, instead of making $9 million, I'm going to make $12 million. Okay, being elite at your job sometimes gets you attracted to the wrong type of energy. But you know what? You're still a good person. You're a superhero. Aaron Donald is a saint. and his name was besmirched by some dude named Lasavius. What was his name?
LaVisca Chenault.
No, I won't talk about LaVisca. LaVisca's our guy.
LaVincent, I think.
Yeah, Da Vincent, right?
Oh,
Da
was
Vinci.
it Da Vincent?
Yeah, Da
Who
Vinci.
I originally was defending because James said the first night when we only heard, his story versus Aaron Donald's story, I was like, I don't know, dude. Some of these NFL guys, they act a fool out there, which is true.
Which is true. Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. But the video came out today. Although I'll say this, it's not the full video.
Right.
But when we see it, he's already on the ground getting pummeled by like a bunch of guys, like 6 or 7 dudes. And Donald comes in and breaks it up and tells everybody to bounce.
Aaron actually runs over to Spriggs' aid.
Basically,
and starts
hero
pulling
stuff.
people off of this guy, White said. He's trying to get these kids off Spriggs. He gets at least 2 or 3 people off Spriggs. And at that point in time, somebody grabs Aaron and says, this is not a good situation. You need to get out of here.
That's the hero. That's the guy that should always be next to Donald. Everyone needs a fall guy. We always say that. Chris Carter, famous words. But you need a guy in your crew who knows you're not supposed to be around this situation. Right. I need to remove you from the situation. You are our, I don't know what the word is, golden goose,
right?
As they say.
Meal ticket.
Yes.
That's actually what Too Short called it. Too Short says like everybody's got to know who the meal ticket is, and you protect the meal ticket at all costs.
And that was what that guy was doing.
And that's what this guy did. But the fact that Aaron was like presented by Da Vinci as the aggressor when he was going to save Da Vinci.
Okay, well, can I play devil's advocate?
Sure.
This man had no idea who was hitting him. He's on the ground, busted up. If somebody told me after I got jumped the next day, bro, it was Blake Bortles that jumped you, I'd be like, oh, what? Well, I'm suing Blake Bortles then. Yeah. I mean, like, sorry, there might be 8 of them, but if I knew that there was a celebrity in that group of 8, yes, I'm going to drop his name. Yes, I'm going to sue his ass.
Well, I'm going to try to go get some more information. Yeah. I'm going to get a lawyer if I heard that, but I'm going to
Well, now word's coming out that, and we don't have the video yet, but they're saying that our boy Da Vinci swung a bottle at Aaron Donald. And if that's the case, he deserved whatever came to him.
Man.
Because I don't care what he did to your shoes. You should never hit a
though.
Man with a bottle.
You shouldn't. That's tough. We had a Jaguar player get hit in the head with a bottle a few years ago. I think it was.
Was that in London? No.
No. It was here. They were sorry. They were sorry just like that too. But
that dude got shot in the club or whatever.
It was at man, I don't remember the club. The club that was off of Bay Meadows of Phillips Highway. But he was closing it. He was actually trying to break up a fight. Somebody hit him upside the head with a bottle, and definitely that's good. Like if you're wrong. And you're like, hey, Aaron did it. Does he do a press con? Dom asked, and shout out to Dom. Appreciate you sliding through Mr. Chubby's, hanging out with us. My reaction was last time I saw you, you were in a completely Jaguared out fitted
Is
suit.
This the paintball guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he slid through. But he asked, like, does he apologize? Like, do we do a press conference saying my bad?
Not if you didn't do it.
What do you mean? No, I'm saying Da Vinci. Does Da Vinci now do a press conference saying, my bad, dog.
Nah.
I forgot I swung. They knocked me. I have a concussion, so I didn't remember swinging the bottle at you. But now I see the video, and it was.
You know what? It was crazy, bro. Yeah. I blacked out in there. That's on me.
We shouldn't have done it, man. Next bottle on me. Like, can I buy you a bottle? Like,
all right.
But Aaron Donald is
acquitted in the sportsden court.
Yeah. So we'll see how.
You're free to go, sir. As for you, Da Vinci,
right.
I guess he
pot roast is who got popped with the bottle.
Terrence Knight.
Terrence Knight.
That's before my era. That's a hell of a nickname. I'm assuming he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Big.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't small. You don't get named pot roast by being a vegan.
Okay.
Best teammate nickname of all time, James.
Monster.
Which was
Bradley Jennings.
Not NFL.
I don't even remember.
Coward.
No. That's not. That was
Big Sam Coward was in the NFL. I thought
that was his nickname.
I thought.
I didn't know. I don't. Like Sam Coward was way.
Oh,
older
I'm
than
sorry.
me.
I aged myself.
Yeah, I was like Sam's way older than me. But Monster's nickname sticks out to me because everybody has a nickname, but typically your coach calls you by your name, right? And Coach Bowden's last game, I got a chance to go to their last practice at Jacksonville University, and Bradley Jennings is his name, was with me, and we were walking. Bobby's like, "Cole, is that you? Like, good seeing Monster." And like, I'm like, "Whoa!" I didn't play with Bradley. I'm like, so my face is like, "Yo, they really called like everybody called you Monster," and like Bradley was that. It's why like FSU fans were so weird. Like they got mad at me for his son decommitting. And like committing to merit. Like he went to Michigan first. Like they're like James convinced Bradley to tell his son, like, just listen to that. James convinced Monster, a dude nicknamed Monster, what he's supposed to do with his son. Like, I can't convince Bradley to do anything. That dude is crazy. He's a hell of a football player too, man. He got shot right before the draft.
Yeah.
When he was really, really good. And I won't say what the dude robbed him for his rings, for his championship rings and stuff like that. But if that hadn't happened, he would have definitely probably had a good career going on. We're at 8 o'clock's the next segment.
Yes, it is.
So before we get into that, since we're in a fighting mode, we're talking about brawls. Youth basketball ref wild brawl with adults and players caught on video.
I've seen that one.
AAU, man, and
it's wild out there.
It's Friday and it's safe because we're saying it. JJ couldn't make this assessment. Me and you can make this assessment.
All right.
You hear that? Who do you automatically think? I before reading it, I knew it was black AAU basketball players. Like,
yes, it was, and it was a woman.
Yeah, it was a woman ref.
Yeah, no.
What?
White guy ref, and like the woman is like berating him, and like getting in his face and all this stuff, and it goes on for like a few minutes.
And the ref held his own.
Well, he no.
Oh, okay.
He got his ass kicked.
Oh man, poor guy.
Yeah, but that wasn't the fight of the day though. The fight of the day.
Now this one right here would have tripped me out.
Actually, white people, and it was on a golf course, and it was amazing. And one of the guys is probably 350 pounds, maybe.
Definitely solid.
The fight did not last long. It was maybe 30 seconds. I get winded. He pulls the flag stick out and starts swinging.
You can hear it. You can hear it crack the guy's head. What did he throw at the man's face?
I thought it was gloves or maybe golf gloves. I don't know. Maybe a hat, something like that. And the best part of it is charity golf tournament. So it's probably for some sick kids. They're out there playing golf.
Man, come on.
And he's in this huge brawl.
So this is giving me, I got the foundation, I got the nonprofit going. So this is giving me ideas. What better way to like kick off the MFTK charity golf tournament than a fight? Oh man.
On the first tee.
I want a TPC. Can I borrow? Can I borrow the
17th?
I want to be live action.
That would be so sick.
In the middle of the water. Like
I was gonna say,
Dana
gonna have like a mud pit. People in the water.
Man. Dana, if you're listening to this,
give us
move
tickets
UFC to the 17th green.
That'd be.
I know you only have a couple weeks. Make it happen.
Perfect, man.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Actually, when is it?
Next Saturday.
Oh, you only have 7 days to make it happen.
Yeah, this is probably
you're welcome.
But nah, that's I love when people fight.
By the way, we're still efforting on tickets, so if anyone wants to give us free tickets, stop by the show.
Yeah, I mean,
or cheap.
Man, I want to say, because some of y'all, just the responses on the text line, you're weird. I like you, but like you're weird, but I might hang out with you for this
for that one.
Unless we're really, really high up. Now, if you're in a box, you can be as weird as you want to be because you got alcohol and food. Like if you got a box, definitely hit me up. If you're in lower bowl, let's roll. That's all I got. Man, more is there any just people just fighting all recklessly, man.
Terrence Knighton got smashed at Pure
That was the
on
name.
Bay
Pure,
Meadows.
yeah.
He's also saying, this is allegedly, of course, Maurice Jones-Drew split someone's jaw open.
No,
a
that wasn't
bouncer in
alleged.
St. August.
That wasn't allegedly.
No.
That went viral.
Oh,
Yeah,
did it?
It was solid. That guy had it coming. It was at the Conch House, right? In the name of it, really.
Oh,
really
dude, I used to go out there like every Sunday.
reggae night. That's when it happened.
It was off
on the
the
reggae
chain.
night, and it was when
Everybody
Mojo,
would be getting loose.
Mojo did this thing in the off season where he really let himself go, and he didn't shave, he didn't cut his hair. He was like if you condensed Ricky Williams, like that's what Mojo looked like.
If he was a little shorter, a little more compact.
But like it just ate.
Mm.
But somehow, like he would go to camp.
I love that.
He would go to camp and then just get right, like in a week. Like he would be shredded.
I envy those dudes.
Like, but he was fat. He was fluffy there. But that punch connected that bartender. So it was amazing. So right now, make sure you're listening to us at Sports Den, brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout, get 20% off. Hey, if you got something that you're hating on besides us, go to text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 904-641-1010, 904-641-1010. Text us what you're hating on. Don't call unless you're gonna send money to JAYCOLE36 on Cash App, and it better be enough to be able to pay for my godbrother's prison calls, a collect call. So we got to make sure we get that. We'll be right back with 8 o'clock.
Fasten your seatbelt. Your afternoon Uber drivers. Come on, let's take a ride. The Franchi Show.
It's a Babe-mobile.
Let us give you a lift.
0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds.
Afternoons on 1010XL.
If you haven't shopped at Key Buick GMC, now is the time. With every new Buick and GMC comes a lifetime powertrain warranty. Find a great selection of GMC Sierras, the truck that I drive. Need a new SUV? Check out the roomy GMC Acadia or the Buick Enclave for a more luxurious ride. Looking for a crossover? Look no further than the Buick Encore or Buick Envision. Key Buick GMC, located across the street from Tinseltown, Southside and Gate. Go to keybuickgmc.com.
Hi, Lou here from Espada Agency Farmers Insurance. Have your homeowners or renters insurance premiums seen an increase? If so, the Espada Agency not only represents farmers insurance, but we also offer other carriers to be able to compare your current program. So stop by the office at 7880 Gate Parkway, directly across the street from IKEA, or call the Espada Agency at 376-7333. 376-7333.
We have big rolls of carpet, hardwood too, laminate, tile, area rugs for you. At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man.
Our prices are low, 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 low.
At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man.
Don't delay, we'll put it in next day.
At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man. Y'all come see us now, you hear? At the Carpet Man, at the Carpet Man.
Visit one of our mega flooring stores or go to carpetman.biz or
call 838-6705, the Carpet Man.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have all the experience and support you need if you or a loved one suffer a car accident, trucking accident, or any negligent bodily harm. Just call 904-HIT-BACK, and we'll help you get up and hit back.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Starting a small business requires strange tactics. I started my business in the basement of a factory in 1986. There was no heat, no air conditioning, and I used blankets as my office walls. Instead of customers, my visitors were rats, birds, flies, and snakes, and I was broke. To psych myself up that I was going to succeed, I wore formal business attire and a tie to that lonely factory basement every day. Strange? Yeah, I looked like a goof, but I didn't care. I had my late model 1970s mustache to comfort me. Hi, I'm Mike Capel. Now, 30 years later, I still use strange business tactics, like making payroll simple and incredibly inexpensive for small businesses. Our payroll starts at just $10 a month. Go to patriotsoftware.com and enter promo code RADIO, and I'll give you 2 months of payroll processing free. That's patriotsoftware.com. sportsden.com.
Announcing the Triumph is following all safety guidelines and face masks or shields are required. For more information, visit bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, experience the best.
Nothing is more relaxing and enjoyable than a great cigar. Perhaps the finest endurance cigars on the market are the Aladino cigars. Come out and meet Justo Iroya, who along with his father Julio have created this masterpiece. Join us at Tobacco Cove this Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. to experience the Honduran Puro Aladino. From the people that originally created the Camacho cigars, kick back in our clean, socially distanced lounge with food, prizes, and great deals on Aladino cigars. Taste the perfection this Saturday at Tobacco Cove on Bay Meadows.
What's up, guys? I'm Tim Tebow. 10 years ago, when I started the Tim Tebow Foundation, we did it with the goal of bringing comfort to those in need. And you know who stepped up beside us to say we want to be part of that? Florida Home AC. If you have a problem with your HVAC, look no further than Florida Home AC. Whether it's supporting Night to Shine, which is a worldwide prom for people with special needs, or donating HVAC systems to families in need, Florida Home AC is committed to the comfort of its customers and its community. I trust Florida Home AC, and you can too.
Saving money means even more today with gas prices so much higher now. But if you use the free Get Upside mobile app, you can get up to 25 cents per gallon cash back on every tank. Now with promo code 1010XL, new users can earn an extra 25 cents a gallon, up to 50 cents per gallon on your first tank. But don't just take my word for it. Hear from this guy.
Hey, I'm Matt. I drive a lot, so I fill up about every 3 days. I just searched the Get Upside app for stations with the highest cashback offer, and that's where I stop, take a picture of the receipt, and next day, boom, a little extra money in my account. I just cashed out $46 last month. And I like Get Upside because the company's legit, their reviews are top-notch, and they don't data share or sell any of my personal info. Just sign up on my phone and get cash back for what I'm doing anyway.
Download the free Get Upside mobile app on Apple or Android. Use promo code 1010XL and get an extra 25 cents a gallon on your first fill-up. Get Upside, get cash back every time you buy gas.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL 92.5 FM. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hang out.
Gotta let it breathe. 8 o'clock. Soon to be brought to you by a sponsor. But right now it's brought to you by us. And it's the week, the end of the week. And, you know, you've been really pissed off. Those people at your job really have been bothering you, been irking you. And now you're ready to you got to get that hate off of your heart. Hit us up on the text line, 641-1010. Let us know how you feel. We have couple. One of them's pretty decent before I get into mine. 901 says, I hate animal abusers. I am an animal control officer and took 4 emaciated, malnourished horses from somebody today, and that's a felony. So that's sad. Plus, horses are expensive, aren't they? Like, why would you even have? Just sell them. Sell the horse. Don't really go from there. Gonna go Dom because that's my guy. My 8 o'clock is my body refusing to allow me to eat the same food I've always eaten. Oh man, dude, you talk about a guy who knows their body betraying them. Like, I told JJ this the other day, the story about me finding in the most exciting way possible that I have diabetes, but I didn't tell you the story. I think I just told you I was in the hospital.
You told me that you were coming from a flight and you got really tired, and your wife was like, dude, go get yourself checked out.
Right.
That's
so
all.
What happened was I think I had been wilding. So when I went to college, I was undersized, or what they said undersized. I was still a large human being, but they were just like, yo, you're 210. We need you to be at 250 eventually. Treat every day like it's Thanksgiving. Like, I skipped breakfast. My coach ran me like so much. He said, I know this doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to run you so bad that you never forget to eat. And ever since then, I never forgot. I never missed.
God, that sounds awesome.
I was dope. It was like, and we worked out like I was burning like they did the numbers, the metrics. I was burning like 7,000 calories a day, 8,000. I could eat whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Like I ate like one day. I didn't have a lot of money, but I knew I was starving. I had like $12. I went to Wendy's. Now not this new Wendy's, man.
Dude, $12 at Wendy's nowadays can't even get you a Frosty.
But I'm gonna tell you how epic my spread. I mean, this is yellow box Wendy's, yellow fry box Wendy's. I got 10 junior bacon cheeseburgers,
savage,
and a fry. And was ate like a king. Smashed them bad boys. People were like, "There's no way you're gonna eat that." Ate it like it was like a champ. It was a snack. I ate later on that night,
bro.
So I go and I'm eating all like this, like we're like college, dude. All right, we ate the same thing every week. Every week. Grilled chicken breast, pasta, spinach, corn, rice, a baked potato, and
starch,
roast beef.
Yeah.
That's every pregame meal, like a buffet. At the table. I had no idea my first year, but I learned the beauty of ranch dressing. There were gallons of ranch dressing on every table. And I saw a lineman make his meal. He got a little bit of everything. It was perfect. The color placement was dope. He took the gallon of ranch, and just poured it on everything. All over everything. The lime, then every other lime is just taking ranch.
Oh my!
And they're pouring ranch over everything, man. It was.
This is a society, sir.
It was these. I was like, these people are sick. They're psychos. Why are they pouring ranch dressing on everything? Until you realize it's not as bad as you think it is. It looks terrible, and I needed the calories, so I was doing that. So this is the stuff that I did for 4 years with no punishment. And then I kept doing it when I was done playing. I gained weight in New Orleans, ate myself out the league, basically. All of a sudden, one day I can't eat as much at Thanksgiving, actual Thanksgiving.
Ate my way out.
And I'm like, fine, whatever. Then I'm eating, and like I'm eating the stuff I normally eat, and then like I'm tired, and then like my body just like I'm at UMass, the University of Massachusetts, the #2 culinary school in America. When I tell you these people could cook, it's like the greatest official visit that a kid who's not like a Power 5 guy could take. They wine and dine parents. They're taking us to a hibachi spot, whatever you want to eat, alcohol, all this stuff. I can't eat. My whole body shut down. But I want to eat. I saw an apple that looked like it was painted. It was the greatest, most delicious apple. Like, just think whatever like they grow everything. It was fresh. They were making me omelets. They were doing whatever. And they're making this stuff for me. And I can't eat because my body is just like, my body's saying no. Like, you're not doing anything else. Matter of fact, you're going to die. My body's
to make matters worse.
My body was basically like, yo, you're going to die in a couple of days. So we're going to try not to eat. So that's all. I know what you're talking about, Dom, when you say like your body can't, you can't do it.
Well, I have a 8 o'clock.
All right.
Bobcats.
Oh.
Bobcats are out here attacking people willy-nilly. I don't know where this is, but if you haven't seen the Bobcat video, look it up. So this lady is walking out to her car. I'm guessing this is like from one of those security cameras at their house in their driveway. And she has a box. And the first time it was like a box that you hold an animal in, like a cat. And the first time I saw the video, I was like, wow, I didn't have the sound on. I was like, this is just a cat attacking these people. What a crazy cat. And the guy throws it across the yard and he's trying to shoot it. I found out today it's a bobcat. Bobcats are like the size of a house cat, but they're very violent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Angry little things.
And I heard they're in Florida.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think I've been thinking of a panther.
Dude, I thought they were the size of a panther. I thought a jaguar, a panther, a bobcat, I thought they were all the same thing.
Like that doesn't scare me. I heard the little roar or whatever from the bobcat, but like the fact that the lady can say, "Oh, a bobcat's getting me," and it wasn't no screech, like that looks like if I kick it good, I'm straight.
I don't think you want to do that, bro.
I'm not gonna go around looking for bobcats.
A male
We got a
bobcat.
guy who's animal control listening to us. I don't want him getting me.
I think we're allowed to kick bobcats.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know some animals we can't do anything.
They may be only 1 to 7 inches long. They weigh about 30 pounds, a male.
Yeah.
So it's a gremlin.
They look pretty badass, though. The pictures of them, like their faces they look like a cat, like a house cat.
This is why I
Florida is
don't
home
like
to
cats.
2 predatory big
is
cats.
A bobcat the same thing as a wildcat?
No. I believe a
which is bigger?
wildcat is bigger than that.
Okay.
The bobcat, sometimes called the Florida lynx. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the
or a
lynx,
wildcat.
Yeah, I thought so.
Is the smaller of the two.
Yeah, Wildcats. Don't cook them. Shout out.
Forest High School Wildcats, class
Okay.
2008. See, we're
Alice
one and the
Junior High
same.
Wildcats.
That's like the easiest.
Now I don't want to be. I'm going to
Every high
avoid.
school is a wildcat or college. Everything.
I'm going to literally avoid any school with the name Bobcat.
Who are the Bobcats?
I don't know.
I'm having
Or
a hard
Wildcat.
time.
Now that I
thinking
know,
of
Ohio.
now that
Ohio.
I know they're a miniature angry cat, that is not scary to me.
No. That's Ohio's not.
Good
Yeah,
luck with
that
that.
lady looks scared though.
Good luck with that.
Well, that lady was like, I guess if she's walking her cat out, nobody expects to be attacked
Yeah.
by
a little person,
another cat, right?
person cat,
Oh, Texas State.
like a little
Bobcat.
person panther.
LP Panther.
Yeah, like that just kind of can't throw off your day. Now, what I did
A
like
mini
though,
me panther.
what I'm not hating
A
on,
Vern Troyer panther.
that guy, what's his name? The dad or the husband. He was going your stereotypical suburban person. Yeah,
Put my coffee on my car.
Yeah, food's down. Hey, let's get the car. Like it was because if
I'll
you
check my credit
if you're
score.
saying James, you're being stereotypical. Go watch the damn video.
Yes, exactly. And it's in a suburban
Like,
neighborhood.
the dude is
everything
looking
about
like-
it.
And what I like about him is that he's probably one of the realest people that I've ever seen on a video, because all that stuff went out the window. Like
Fight or flight.
and it lets me
Right.
know that the voice that comedians use for white people that are like in suburbia is true, but that's a fake voice that y'all are using. Because that wasn't the voice
That's
that
a
man
radio
used
voice.
when he went into set it off mode. When he went into set it off mode, get the gun. Get out.
Fire me!
He went, hey, he did do a Mike Norvell speech.
What is your standard?
He went from calm to straight up, like straight
0
up
to
kill
60.
mode. He shot put it a bobcat.
He
He's
did.
my hero.
And he was looking to pull out his gun and shoot it.
He's-
But
he-
unfortunately, his damn wife was in the way.
He's my hero. He shot put in a bobcat and pulled out the strap, but a damn woman was in the way, just like life.
Always.
Oh man.
Always.
This joking, man, but nah.
So
But when his wife was in danger, all that acting went out the way.
Yep.
All the civil, just boom, just went straight to
He
action.
was there to protect his woman.
Loved it, man. Loved it. And they say chivalry is dead.
Right.
Anyone who says that, I dare you to watch that video.
Talk about equality, right? Like we all have our
That
things that we do.
bobcat was gonna kill her, bro.
That
I don't know how many small scratches and bites it would have taken.
She didn't
but
say-
she was on her way to
You know
death.
what she didn't do? She didn't go feminist. She didn't say, no, what makes you
Let
think I
me
need to
do
be
this.
saved? I can fight the bobcat. I can shot put the bobcat. No, she asked for help like a smart person would. If the kitchen's on fire, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask for help because I don't know what to do in there.
Get the fire department quick.
If a bear or a bobcat comes, that's when you call me. I come in, I handle this.
It ain't no getting up in those stands and thinking you're going to run or test us.
I don't understand why people can't see the equal trade here. We all have our strengths. But, anyways, we'll put the video,
if you
we're
just
going to
Google
share the
Bobcat,
video
I
on
mean, give me a break.
@sportsden_live.
Yeah.
We'll have it up here in
Everyone's
5
seen it.
minutes. But, my man just call to action, man. I love it. I love, that's what makes America great.
Mm.
The fact that he was holding, and you know where he probably got that gun from?
Boom.
Green Acre Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's what we're. Anyways, man.
And to bring it full circle, they sponsor 8 o'clock every night.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock brought to you by them on Monday. Right now, brought to you by us.
Oh, okay.
This is the Sports Den.
That was a little preview.
Brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout for 20% off. Especially, you need a cigar and some strong scotch if you had to shot put a bobcat and shoot somebody or shoot an animal to save your wife. We'll be right back on the other side.
And now for something completely different.
1010XL can now be heard on your radio.
Now you can listen
From sunup to sundown.
You can play it all day long.
New and improved.
This radio station will remain on the air.
1010XL.
We invite you now to listen.
The Truck Accident Law Firm is a national truck crash law firm based right here in Jacksonville, focused on making First Coast roads safer through zealous advocacy for families of those injured or killed by unsafe trucking. The Truck Accident Law Firm focuses exclusively on tractor, trailer, bus, and commercial vehicle crashes. If someone you know is involved in a serious crash with a tractor, trailer, or commercial vehicle, contact your local truck crash specialists at truckcrashlaw.com. Non-attorney spokesperson.
Hey, we get it. You don't want to be hearing a Progressive commercial right now, so let us tell you something you do want to hear. No one is funnier than you. People laugh just thinking about the things you've said. I'm laughing at one of them right now. Coworkers repeat your jokes at the office, but they're never as good as when you tell them, and shame on them for trying. There. Don't you feel better? You'll also feel better knowing you could save when you bundle home and auto with Progressive. Although I'm sure you'd have a funnier way to say that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Saving money means even more today with gas prices so much higher now. But if you use the free Get Upside mobile app, you can get up to 25 cents per gallon cash back on every tank. Now with promo code 1010XL, new users can earn an extra 25 cents a gallon, up to 50 cents per gallon on your first tank. But don't just take my word for it. Hear from this guy.
Hey, I'm Matt. I drive a lot, so I fill up about every 3 days. I just searched the Get Upside app for stations with the highest cashback offer, and that's where I stop, take a picture of the receipt, and next day, boom, a little extra money in my account. I just cashed out $46 last month. And I like Get Upside because the company's legit, their reviews are top-notch, and they don't data share or sell any of my personal info. Just sign up on my phone and get cash back for what I'm doing anyway.
Download the free Get Upside mobile app on Apple or Android. Use promo code 1010XL and get an extra 25 cents a gallon on your first fill up. Get Upside, get cash back every time you buy gas.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your renter's insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Great. As a minimalist, I need simple insurance.
Nice place. No furniture?
Nothing spark joy, except for this fruit bowl.
Well, with Liberty Mutual, you only pay for what you need, so there's that.
I mean, look, so beautiful, so empty again.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Diamonds Direct Spectacular Store-Wide Spring Sale is on now for a limited time. Get an extra 20% savings on virtually everything. Rings, earrings, pendants, eternity bands, colored gemstones, gorgeous designer jewelry. It's our first spring sale in 2 years, and we're breaking all the rules. Top designers have flown in their entire collections, each piece on sale. 20% savings off Diamonds Direct's already unbeatable value price. We're talking extreme value. Shop online or in store. Even open this Sunday noon till 5. Diamonds Direct, off Town Center Parkway next to the Hyatt.
Hey, it's Allie McDeal. If you missed the Best Bet Poker Show, you can find it at bestbetjacks.com. Choose from an array of interviews with pros on our archive shows, or find discussion on strategy topics that you've been dying to learn. Catch us live every Wednesday on 1010XL.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Getting cool outside, so it's time for something to warm you up from Dandy, like the Boom Boom Chicken Sub. All white meat chicken breast strips rolled in Boom Boom sauce for a perfect spicy kick. Creamy pepper jack cheese that keeps the heat coming. All wrapped inside a fresh garlic Parmesan roll at under $6. The Boom Boom Chicken Sub from Dandy. Available at convenience stores all over Jacksonville from the folks who've been making delicious sandwiches right here in our hometown for over 60 years. Go out and make yours a Dandy and do it today.
Tobacco-Free Florida has many free ways to help you quit nicotine. From free 2-week starter kits of quit aids to free cessation services like Phone Quit and Group Quit. We're even trying out new motivational tactics.
You're the greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter. He's tobacco's greatest quitter of all.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
This year's Taste of Golf involves golf and taste. The annual fundraiser for the First Tee Wednesday, May 19th, involves not just any golf, but golf on the famed TPC Stadium course. Foursomes and sponsorships are available for an incredible experience to support the First Tee North Florida and its mission of helping area kids. For more information about playing, a deluxe 3-hour bar, awards luncheon, online auction, and 50-50 raffle, Wednesday, May 19th, go to tasteofgolf.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Always love Christopher Wallace. That's the only Christopher I acknowledge. Biggie Smalls, and this song right here is just awesome. Kind of not a great segue into it, but probably better for how my man did. I'm going to call him, it's a good name. Just call him Bob. I think Bob went after the Bobcat, waving the 4. I'm going to just say it was a 4-4. I don't know what he had.
But he goes by Richard, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
Or
mean
Robert.
Robert.
Well, no. Bob is who yelled out that word at the end of it. He went straight Bob. Robert is who was going to his car with his coffee and everything.
His business and
That's a good point.
So we've been doing this pretty good here, and it's good because one of the beautiful things about America is that they show you every day that they embrace the MFTK lifestyle, and it's growing the fan base. And it's two things. It's mentors for the kids, or it's man, forget those kids, them kids, or it's but it's not these kids. So I want everybody to understand America is for their kids, but a lot of times these kids they don't care about, and then sometimes they forget the comma. Shout out to my dog, Tubman Smith. And we got a little bit of all that in here. I'm going to read this one right here to start off with. This is this is cruel, but I think you'll like this one, JJ. Rashid Kadala. I don't know how to say the name. Forgive me. But a father made his daughter sign a never get fat contract.
She's to never get fat.
Yeah, she can't get fat. That's what the daughter. A fitness-obsessed father who forced his daughter to sign a contract to never get fat has been jailed for 30 months. The 56-year-old was found guilty by jury of assault and cruelty to his own children.
Oh, assault.
Now it's all adults. The judge described him as a bully. Now this was across the pond.
They were children when this happened.
Yeah. I'm trying to find
now they are adults.
All 3 children were regularly physically assaulted with wooden spoon on their hands, and were told they could be friends with who they could be friends with in activities, blah, blah, blah. The victim stated this is giving them long-term. Basically, he didn't just do it to his daughter. He bullied all his kids. He had 3 kids. They don't give the age of the daughter, but
I almost would want my daughter to be a little fatty.
Listen, that's not going to stop it.
Less guy? Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that ain't going to stop it.
Damn. That's scary. I just want boys.
It helps. Just as a guy who's gone through this, I'm just giving advice. And this is the advice that a teammate gave to me. I wanted to fight. I wanted to get angry, but it changed my life. And it was
Lord,
right.
I hope this is appropriate.
I'm going to try to make it as appropriate as possible.
Please. Remember, it's 7:30.
Oh, that's right. One of the guys said he hates our show. He told me, my teammate, Bobby Meeks, and he passed. He's a great guy.
That's sad.
I'm losing a lot of teammates, man. That's sad. I'm not that old either.
Right.
It's crazy. He said, James, your daughter is beautiful, man. You did a good job. He said, I'm here to tell you. He's like, I'm here to tell you. But then he went Mike Norvell. That calm, and then he raised his voice. I need you to calm down. I said, whoa, you haven't said anything. What do you mean? Dude, you're being a rat. Calm down. I'm telling you right now, calm down. So just tell me what now I'm mad. Tell me what you was going to tell me. Hey, man, Somebody's going to do to your daughter what you did to her mother.
And it's the truth.
He didn't say it that way.
Right.
He said it a lot more to the point. I'm like, dude, why would you say something like
It's
that?
like, I told you to calm
He's like,
down.
I told you to calm down. Calm down. You need to get it through your thick skull now. If you embrace it now, you're going to be okay. And you know what I didn't? I did not want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that. Still to this day, I don't want to hear that. But it's best if you just don't think about it.
Yeah, I guess.
And you just really hope that it's, all cool and they're smart. You try to give them as much game as possible because, yeah. But a fat contract is a little bit over the top. I want you to work out.
Yeah, probably.
I want you to I
But
want
she
you to be
signed
healthy.
the contract. I
Yeah,
mean, it's on her. You didn't have to sign it.
That's right.
She signed it, and then her parent, because you gotta have
First of
when you're
all,
under 18, you gotta have a parent.
Obviously, he signed it. That's funny as hell.
Oh,
this
man.
obviously wasn't America because, I mean,
No, it was
contracts
across the-
here as good as gold.
It was across the pond. Woman charged with leaving child unsupervised in a sex store lot.
Okay. Was it hot?
Yeah, I mean, this
Were the
4
windows
They're 4.
down?
Keep the car on with the air condition. This isn't as bad.
4 is basically a teenager.
What you wipe? What's a kid? Like I told my son, when you learn how to wipe his ass, there's very little things I have to teach you. Now you're practically a man.
You need to go find a job, son.
Good wipes. Like you need if you can make
If
sure
there's
you're
nothing
good with
left
that.
over,
Then
you can get a job.
I've seen the way the way COVID scared some of y'all and spread. We know your hygiene isn't that great.
Right.
So if they would have taught you better, we'd be in a better spot. I don't like that one, but two women were arrested on it. So maybe yeah.
Oh, a tag team.
Case. I'm just gonna read these things, and I'm
So
going to.
the thing is that they would you rather them bring their 4-year-old into a
the
sex
store?
shop?
Come on,
I mean, come on, cops.
And they
Seriously,
they both probably
these are
needed to
good
be there.
parents.
They both needed to be there to figure out whatever supplies
What
they
the other
needed.
likes.
Have the car on. Make sure the air conditioner's running. Like
Put
lock
on
the
their
doors.
favorite
Yeah.
radio station, 1010XL.
So the two women were with each other?
Yeah, that's two. Yes.
Okay.
To be honest with you, again, more free game. iPad, internet, Blippy.
Yeah,
What
I
is
was gonna
that?
Say, why they just Amazon
trust me.
Prime?
If you have a kid, find Blippy. He's mindless banter. I really
is
don't
he
like
a
him.
YouTuber?
He's one of those things. Honestly, if I saw him in the streets, I'd probably punch him. But he keeps my 2-year-old occupied.
Oh, he's got a crazy outfit on too.
Yeah, he's really weird. KCK police arrest a woman who allegedly displayed a gun during a parent drop-off outside. I mean, that's really protecting your kid. I'm not going to go into that. Another unsupervised kid.
Oh my God, Blippy's just walking through the rain.
This is a person who went straight to Telvin Smith. I'm not going to read into it, but New York parent seeks okay to marry their own child. Adult child, though.
Oh. Well, that's two consenting adults. Nothing wrong with that.
Man.
Very Woody Allen-ish. It's very New York City-ish.
Man, blank them kids. Not one sentence, guys. Got to stop it. Now, this
took it way too literally.
Yeah. I just don't want my child to die. Sounds like a good parent, right? Mom explains journey that led to abandoning her daughter with disabilities.
Oh my God.
Spartan
this has to
women
be the
did
winner
that.
before we
Yeah,
even.
Spartan women used to do that all the time, man.
Haven't you seen 300?
Before I get I got two more. Animal.
Damn, there's so many. This week.
Animals getting involved. Monkey pulls 5-year-old boy's finger off in an attack at a Portuguese zoo.
Oh my God!
Child is mauled as he stood near the animal cage.
Which finger though?
I don't blame the monkey.
No,
I blame the parent for letting the kid get too close to the damn cage.
Don't put your fingers in the cage. If you've ever seen Tiger King,
if you see me with my kid, I'm always the 2-year-old is too curious. I'm always popping him in the back of the head, or I'm grabbing him by his head and pulling him back to me.
No,
I don't want the monkey to get him.
Does it specify if the monkey?
Last time I went to the zoo, the monkey or gorilla or whatever it was, they charged the glass and just bammed it real hard.
Like bam their head straight into it.
Oh, yeah. So it's like it's like they don't have the glass. Like here at the Jacksonville Zoo, they got a glass.
Yeah.
Like the monkey bit the child's finger.
I was about to say,
and then
pulled it off.
Then
or
pulled
bit
it.
off.
So he bit it and then he pulled the rest of it. Ouch.
That kid's got a great story though.
The police
for
did.
The rest
the
of his
police
life.
retrieved it though.
Like, would you give your pinky up for a badass story?
Ronnie Lott did.
Yeah, during the game.
So I mean,
there's your answer right there. Yes, absolutely.
And the last one here is we gotta return MFTK of the week. The man who allegedly attacked the oh no, not my bad. I thought this was the same player. It's a new one. Man allegedly.
Usually our MFTK people are in jail.
Yeah, I thought it was the guy from New York City because I saw a part. Remember the guy he kept kicking kids off bikes.
Oh my God!
I thought this is not. This was in California where crazies are at too. Richard Lopez is the guy's name. Isn't that
Night Stalker? Ain't that a Night Stalker
Richard,
name?
that was Richard.
George Lopez.
Rodriguez.
George Lopez. Okay, I was thinking
George Lopez is an actor.
Night Stalker.
The man accused of attacking an 8-year-old boy while he was walking with his mother has been rearrested and booked into jail. The police were called out after it was reported as someone causing a disturbance. The caller said they recognized the man as a suspect who kicked the boy. 53-year-old Richard Lopez got a felony warrant for assault. So,
Richard Ramirez, by the way.
Now,
okay.
When he attacked the boy, I'll give Richard props. Like sometimes you do have to. This is an MFTK moment because he was 8, but it was over donuts. Like he was going to give donuts, and then the stranger, then he attacked the kid in broad daylight. Depending on what kind of donuts they are and how good. You give me a Sonati's pumpkin donut during October and it's fresh. Like I've had.
That sounds delicious.
Dude, I had Michelle Sonati I was there doing work one day and she gave me one fresh off the line, man. I forgot what I was doing. I literally just got up.
My kids are in the car.
Yeah, I just got up and walked out. I think I left Trey. I could get him. But
luckily, I left Blippy on.
Yeah, luckily.
Which I'm watching Blippy.
He's terrible.
Yeah, he seems like just a mentally ill guy. But he has like crazy subscribers. 12.2 million.
My son will bite you if you try to turn Blippy off. Like,
listen to this guy.
Hey, check it out. Look back here.
He's definitely somebody I would never leave my child with.
Oh, no way.
But he can watch him in the video.
That's too close for my comfort.
I know I know it's something wrong with him. I'm not here to judge, but I mean, listen. It's something wrong with them. But
definitely.
Those are MFTKs of the week. We'll put up some of those for you to vote on. We already kind of probably know the one who's going to win, who should win. We may give her the crown already for abandoning her child, but let you vote on the other ones. We got more Sports Den on the way.
Dan Hick and Jeff Prosser and Beef.
Do you know how hard it is to find a decent man in this town?
The Drill.
Ready, I pin.
Weekday mornings on 1010XL.
Ready, I pin. Ready,
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Join Rick Ballou and Hayes Carline for the Death, Taxes, and Dufall podcast. Brought to you by Patriot Roofing and the law office of Stephen Doty. Find it with other great podcasts at 1010XL.com.
Lauren Brooks here for Open Door. If you're thinking about buying a new home while selling your old one here in Jacksonville, well, think about selling it to Open Door. Selling your house can be very difficult between repairs and showings, and it is even harder when you're buying a new home at the same time. You'll have 2 timelines going at once, and they may not line up exactly the way you want. But when you sell to Open Door, you can quickly get a competitive offer and then close on your timeline. All you have to do is go to opendoor.com. That's what I did, and it only took me a few minutes to answer the quick questions about my home. Then you'll complete a contact-free video walkthrough, and you can get an offer in just a few steps, all online. You can sell when you want and get moved into your next home on your timeline. You don't have to worry about double mortgages or double moves. Instead of waiting for offers to come in, you decide when you want to sell. You'll know exactly how much you'll get. Request your free cash offer at opendoor.com/myoffer. Offer eligibility varies. Open Door is represented by Open Door Brokerage, Inc., license 02061130 in California, and Open Door Brokerage, LLC, and its other markets.
Overwhelmed by the thought of saving for 4 years of college? Get with the plan that gives you financial flexibility. A Florida prepaid 1-year university plan is an affordable plan that lets you buy 4 years at a university in 1-year increments. So buy 2 years now, 2 later, or 1 year now and 3 later. You buy based on your budget. Remember, 1 year saved today means 1 less year your child will have to pay for tomorrow. Open enrollment ends April 30th. Enroll today at myfloridaprepaid.com.
This is Coach Ellen Darley with Darley's Plumbing. Unfortunately, you just don't get a mulligan for bad plumbing work, and that's why Darley should be your ace in the hole for any plumbing issues. We do it all: running toilets, disposals, sewer lines, repipes, or full bathroom remodels. For large or small plumbing needs, just remember the Darley's name. We also have 24-hour emergency service, so we'll be there when you need us. Darley's Plumbing. where quality counts. Find us online at darleysplumbing.com. License number CFC 056702.
Golfers, tee it up this year at Edwin Watts Golf Shops with the hottest new arrivals from TaylorMade. Introducing the new Sim 2 drivers, featuring a forged ring construction, unlocking a new dimension of distance and optimal forgiveness. Now with 3 drivers to fit any golfer's needs. Swing by Edwin Watts Golf Shops and get custom fit today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us online at worldwidegolfshops.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On April 16, 1966, basketball legend Bill Russell agreed to become the coach of the Boston Celtics, and by doing so, became the first African-American coach in the NBA.
Superior Fence and Rail knows about commercial fence services. From automatic gates to security fence and railing, Superior Fence and Rail's professional team delivers with great communication, trained installers, and quality products. Trust your next commercial project with the top-rated fence company in Jacksonville. So get off the fence and call Superior Fence and Rail for your commercial project today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Why live with foot or ankle pain? If you have persistent pain, numbness, tingling, burning pain on the bottom of your foot, or swelling that doesn't improve with home treatment, it may be time to see Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Our foot and ankle specialists have innovative new options to help you get back in the swing of things without persistent pain that slows you down. Call JOI 2000 or go to joionline.net for an appointment.
Though no longer little, teens still need a lot of love. Yet teens in foster care have a harder time finding it, as 82% of foster families are home to kids 12 or younger. You can positively impact a teen's life as a foster parent. With help from Family Support Services of North Florida, you provide patience, love, and understanding, and Family Support Services will offer specialized training, resources, and a community of support. Take the next step at foster-now.org. That's foster-now.org.
Hey folks, Hicken here, and if you're like me, you're doing some major spring cleaning. Zero Res has 3 rooms of carpet cleaning for only $129, or have 2 rooms of tile clean for $129. Or why not do both? Zero Res.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
The Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den at checkout for 20% off. Go to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We got plenty of time. That's right, because we're on early. They'll close till 10. Reach up to the top, get something really, really good. And you said we got Nick Saban giving guys a hard time?
We do. Nick Saban, who I don't know why they're doing a April 16th press conference, but they were, and thank God they did, because our boy Nick Saban is in midseason form. So here we go.
Okay, we'll go to Tony.
You mentioned Bryce being the guy right now. How happy are you that
I just said Bryce is going to play with the ones. All right. So that's the way it's going to be.
So already you're like, okay,
man, wow.
Nick's a little, he's
wrong?
not feeling it today.
Jeez, Nick.
How happy are you that he's been able to kind of progress the way he has been? And do you find he's more confident now?
Well, how do you know that he's progressed the way he has been? What have you seen that be able to make that statement? First of all, I mean, I'm happy with his progress. I don't want you to think that, but I just want.
He's tired of these lying ass reporters, man. I'm with them. Talk that talk, Nick.
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say.
And it sounds like it's like a college kid, doesn't it? It's definitely from like the college newspaper, I believe. And he's still going all in.
How happy are you that he's been able to kind of progress the way he has been? And do you find he's more confident now?
That's
well, how do you know that he's progressed the way he has been? What have you seen that be able to make that statement? First of all, I mean, I'm happy with his progress. I don't want you to think that, but I just want, I don't know where you sort of can just come out and make that statement. But I'm happy with his progress. I think he's played well.
Don't interrupt me, son.
I think he showed good leadership. He's made progress. I think he understands the offense.
Did you hear that part?
No.
Did you peep what he just said?
But I'm happy with his progress. I think he's
Stop.
played well.
Do you remember what he got mad at the guy for asking him?
For asking about his
progress.
Yes.
How do you know? Like,
But he
would
did
it be-
answer the question.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm like, you don't. How dare you ask me about his progress?
This is the best part.
Being the guy right now, how happy are you
I
that
just
he's
said Bryce is going to play with the ones.
I didn't say he was the guy. I just said he's playing with the ones.
We know who the backup is. We don't. So that's why people assume he's the starter. So I get the.
Do they have a kid that's coming in that's supposed to
I
be
think in the
even
next
competing?
class. I think in the next class they got
Okay.
somebody coming.
Because as
22.
a Hurricane fan, week 1, Bryce Young will be making his first start. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it's a good thing. This kid's first career start is against us, but I'm still scared.
You should be. Because you know why? Nick Saban understands the value of
whooping that ass on national TV
and making sure his players have the best. If there's time to pay, well, they already pay them. They already pay their guys really, really good. They're going to make
including
sure
this 8th grader.
Including this 8th grader. And he's never slept with his mom in a bed when he was while he's being the coach.
So is that a
Sad
story from Dabo? I've never heard that.
One of the guys that's apparently Dabo's press guy, brings this up and it's great. But
Dabo and his mom slept in the same bed.
Yeah, good for them.
That's weird considering Dabo's a millionaire.
Well, no, not recently.
I'm joking.
When he was a walk-on at Alabama, because I want to make sure people
Oh,
understand.
because he okay, I got you. So he's saying hey, I had to struggle when I was in college. These kids, I don't feel bad for them. They're getting a free education.
they soft.
Okay,
That's not what Dabo
I slept
said.
with my damn mama.
Yeah, which is weird.
Sleep on the floor, bro.
Imagine that being your selling point. Some of these kids come from really, really bad places, really poor. But their mom and I love my mama to death. My mom's not staying in my dorm room. My mom's not living with me. Not like in college. You're supposed to be living your best life. That's why he's so weird now. It's because he couldn't get the. Oh man, I was about to say something. I knew you were gonna have to drop. Anyways, Dabo would never be Saban because of that. So that's what we do know. 343. Your hero is a weirdo. He's a weirdo. And he's a liar, and he's a hypocrite. I just want to make sure you understand that the person that you covet and that you represent and that you're fighting for, who doesn't even know you exist, is a weirdo.
You think
who
this
sleeps
guy
with his mom.
is a weirdo?
Hickory dickory doc, the mouse ran up the clock. Coach Sweeney's got that drip, and now
That
he's on
hurts so
TikTok.
bad. You know who would
It's
never
that
do
gotta
that?
say.
You know that drip. Saban, when Saban's pandering, he's doing the wobble and the Mississippi.
But he would
mudslide.
never make his voice sound like that.
But when
ugh.
Saban does it, it's actually good. When I watched the video of him doing it, it was actually good.
His dance.
Yeah, the dance was actually good. We don't bring losers on the air.
You know
That's
who?
it.
You know
That's
who would
it.
never talk like that?
What is your standard?
Well, no. Cornrow Mike.
Yeah.
Talk way different than this Mike.
You think
can't.
so?
You can't.
You think when Mike had cornrows that his inflection was a little different?
Come on.
He was one of the homies.
Yeah, he was he was Paul Wall.
Right.
with my friend.
What it do, baby?
Okay.
It's Mike Novell,
people's
baby.
champ,
I'm
dog.
the people's champ.
Well, man.
Still tipping on fofos.
He was Memphis.
So Memphis Mike. That's
Or
his
Memphis Willie.
Memphis Mike.
Yeah, that's what they call him in the. That's what they call him in
Memphis Willie.
in the 50 Cent chat. 5th quarter, Memphis Willie.
Greatest nickname in the history of college football.
I think my guy's gonna do it. I just think he's. We got an uphill battle right now.
Oh, I believe in him.
But
Certainly.
we have talked absolutely nothing about the Jags, and it's not because I'm Stephen A. Smith and don't care about them. It's just
it's the Gator Day.
It's Gator Day. We had to represent the Gators. So,
well, we do have a segment coming up. I mean, we can get into the Jags if it's that necessary.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about win totals and all
Yeah,
that
we
stuff
could
with
do
the
that.
Jags coming on the other side.
This is Hayes Carlyon. Join Matt Hayes and me as we break down all things Trevor Lawrence. It's the Trevor Cast. The new episode features college football analyst and motivational speaker Ryan Lee. You can find the Trevor Cast on YouTube, 1010XL.com, or wherever you go for your podcast. Sponsored by our friends at Claude Nolan Cadillac. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905.
If you haven't shopped at Key Buick GMC, now is the time. With every new Buick and GMC comes a lifetime powertrain warranty. Find a great selection of GMC Sierras, the truck that I drive. Need a new SUV? Check out the roomy GMC Acadia or the Buick Enclave for a more luxurious ride. Looking for a crossover? Look no further than the Buick Encore or Buick Envision. Key Buick GMC, located across the street from Tinseltown, Southside and Gate. Go to KeyBuickGMC.com.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Join the Frangie Show Wednesday 3 to 6 at the brand new 904 Sports Bar and Grill. Enjoy 2-for-1 well drinks, happy hour specials, a unique grill menu, and a shaded outdoor patio. Wednesday at 904 Sports Bar and Grill on Bay Meadows.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. Don't look back and wish that you had taken action. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com. Rocket.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
Your job, should you choose to accept, boils down to one simple question. Can you get the beer there on time?
Yes!
If you're the one for the job, then you need to apply now at North Florida Sales, the local Anheuser-Busch distributor committed to getting the beer to all those that enjoy it. North Florida Sales is hiring, and you can apply at nfsinfo.com. Great pay and benefits, and you're working for a company that's tops in the industry. Join us for a job fair April 21st when we do XL Primetime at North Florida Sales. Equal opportunity employer.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
Tax problems can be extremely stressful and cause financial devastation. The tax attorneys at J. David Tax Law are right here in Jacksonville to be your personal advocate and resolve your IRS or state sales tax issues. J. David Tax Law focuses on your needs and case outcomes. Don't be fooled by out-of-town tax companies that focus only on signing you up without even working with an attorney. At J. David Tax Law, only highly experienced tax attorneys will represent you. If you have federal or state sales tax debt, payroll taxes, bank levies, wage garnishments, tax liens, or unfiled returns, have a sit down with J. David Tax Law and get the help you need. Never trust your tax situation to anyone you can't walk in and look in the eye. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or go to jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
Love seafood and want only the freshest seafood in Jacksonville? Sliders Oyster Bar should be your first choice when craving anything Mayport shrimp to fresh oysters. So when you're out at the beach this summer, stop into the beach's best oyster bar for the last 40 years. Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner to fulfill that seafood craving. Don't forget our bottomless mimosa and Bloody Mary reggae brunch on Sundays too. Sliders Oyster Bar in Neptune Beach, locally owned by Safe Harbor Seafood.
Russ Libby here from Hidden Hills Golf Club, letting you know that active and retired military receive special discounts on golf every day of the week. Please call us at 620-0910 and thank you for your service to our country.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get their ones and trying to get the man.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
The Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Go to thehumidor.com, type in Sports Den at checkout, get 20% off and free shipping when you spend over $100. Also, make sure you go to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, get something from the top, tell them that the Sports Den sent you, and they'll probably just look at you crazy. But that's just, trust me, we know the people over there. Go and do that. We got a little bit of Jags talk here. The Jags got a lot of excitement with Trevor Lawrence coming into town and a lot of and Urban Meyer, a lot of different things coming on. Should probably bump up, give us some hope here. But
is there too much hope around Duval?
Yes.
Okay. I think so as well.
I think too much
maybe not.
optimism. I don't know about
maybe like,
I've been
hey,
hearing, like,
you're not going to
crazy
win
stuff.
15 games.
Yes,
next
I've been
year.
hearing people talking like 11, 12 games.
No way, really?
Yeah, like they really expect us to go and just smash the South. I think based on the fact that Deshaun Watson having his problems, a lot of people don't believe in Carson Wentz at the Colts. But I don't know about us.
So the over/under for the Colts is 10. So this is from Caesar Sportsbook. This officially came out today. This is with a 17-game season, by the way.
Right.
So the Colts 10, Titans 9.5, Jaguars 6, and the Texans 5. Yeah. So like you said, they're not expecting anything from the Texans, who sucked last year anyways.
Yeah.
And now they're probably going to be without Deshaun for at least a handful of games, you would think. So Jags are currently there's only 2 teams below them projected wise in win totals.
Or 3. Oh no,
2,
below,
the Texans and the Lions.
Right. The Jets are equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few tied with them. But yeah, so to me it's like, yes, the Jags will be obviously way better than they have been last year, or than they were last year. But how good will they be? Maybe we need to tamp the expectations down a little bit. I would be pretty stoked if they finished with 7 and 8 wins. Like, that would be sick.
I think I've said that.
I think that'd be a successful season.
And it won't take you to the playoffs, but your future's bright after that.
You're not a playoff team.
No, you're not.
You've got some depth. You're like, again, it's about playing meaningful games in November right now. And then after we get to November, then we'll look at December. Depending on when you get your 6 and depending on how it looks, I mean, that could be good. 8 definitely keeps you in contention.
And they didn't
in the beginning
make
of
a
the month.
huge splash in free agency.
And I think that's really where my concern comes in. But I have to see the draft. And, even then, you're making a projection about what a college athlete's going to do. But it still could be, obviously they get Trevor Lawrence. They get somebody really, really good at 25. They make some.
They trade up and get Pitts.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. The more I'm thinking about things, the more and more I want Pitts.
That would be sick.
Like,
but you would have to give an arm and a leg. Like,
right.
How much you're giving up to just move up from 9 to 6? Imagine from 25 to 4.
It goes back to, and I don't want people. I know what would happen if this happened. And Urban has literally said, if we don't get Trevor Lawrence, it wasn't my call. But what you could get for trading back anywhere for
one pick
for Trevor Lawrence.
If you wanted to take Zach Wilson instead, you could get everything.
You could get Kyle Pitts. You could get a lot of guys.
Well, I guess I don't even know what you could. You couldn't get a quarterback and Kyle Pitts. I don't know how it would work.
No, you would have to sacrifice the generational quarterback for a couple other players that are potential generational.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just not get him. Do you see? Okay, and we're not gonna. I'm gonna kind of dip my toe in, but then I want to make sure my guy gets a chance to talk about Excuse the Duval and me in the magazine. Every year, there's people go back and search their history. I tell people, the best thing that happened to me, even though I've kind of redone it, the best thing that happened to me was Twitter banning my old account.
Your old hot takes are unseeable.
Right. Yeah, you can't look him up. That account is Big Game James 36 is dead. He's not dead. He's serving multiple consecutive life sentences. He can't come up under. He's in the Rock. And it's not that they're bad, it's just that they're in this climate right here. I get heat. I wouldn't be worried, but I get some. I'd take some heat for some of the stuff that I said.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
in jokes.
I
It
can
was
see
tongue
that.
in cheeks, but I can see. But like, I'm not. I don't want to like go look it up on your own with what's going on with Mac Jones. But have you seen what's going on with Mac Jones? Jay?
No.
They've looked up. His sister posted or somebody
my
posted an
God.
old Halloween picture of you, and if you just
Oh
know,
my God.
it never ends well. Like the Halloween picture never.
Mm.
It's not blackface though.
Oh,
if I
okay,
remember
okay,
correctly, it's not
okay.
blackface, but it's in poor taste.
If it was blackface, you would have heard about it.
Oh yeah, you would.
Twitter
definitely.
would have been.
But
tripping.
it's been the thing on Twitter, and they're talking about the potential of his DUIs, and they're talking about those things. So what it's looking like is
Shanahan doesn't give a damn about that.
Facts. People are trying to put stuff out to see if that can cause the fall.
There's going to be more of this right before the draft, by the way.
Somebody's got to have a gas mask picture.
A gas mask picture or a rap lyric tweet.
Oh yeah, that's
Somebody gonna say something stupid.
Yes.
I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. Tell the people who you are. Tell them where they can find you and promote the magazine.
This is Man Cap One. Excuse Duval and me. We're a multimedia publication. We have our magazines out in Jenkins on US One, also at Speedway, Cookbook, as well as I'm forgetting somewhere. The Potter's House on Normandy, the main one, not the other one. And we got some more locations coming. It's a monthly publication. Got an article by yourself truly. I speak of sports, social issues. Been trying to get Big James to go ahead and give us some light on Florida State and everything going on there. We also have numerous people.
Yeah, wrap it up. I want to get it down. But basically, there's multiple locations. Get the magazine in, check it out. I want to do some more stuff with it. I like them. I've done the podcast. I've done the videos and things like that. So great for the city. We like to be a show for the people. This is your boy at Big Game James _36. You hear the music. We're here with Smokey. Denny will be back next week. See y'all later.
WJXL AM and FM.